Hi, it's Ro, back again, this time to talk about trial procedure. Just like the arrangement of the courtroom itself, the agenda for a trial, each step of the process, is set out in a particular fashion. Trials can either be decided by a judge, which is called a bench trial, or a jury. In this video, I'm going to cover the first step in a jury trial, the selection of the jury. If you have a driver's license or are registered to vote, your name is in a giant pool of potential jurors. A group is then selected and told to show up at the courthouse on the first morning of the trial. This group sits in the gallery, and the court attendant randomly draws 16 names. Those people then take a seat in the jury box. This process is called voir dire or voir dire, or any number of ways of pronouncing it. It comes from Old French, and it means to tell the truth. The people in the jury box swear to tell the truth. Then the judge and each attorney has a chance to ask them questions. They're asked if there's any reason why they can't serve on a jury, such as health concerns or breastfeeding a newborn. But there aren't a lot of reasons why someone would be dismissed from jury duty. They're asked if they know any of the people involved in the case. They're asked about issues related to the case to find out if they have any bias. In a criminal case, there might be questions about attitudes toward law enforcement or to a type of crime. They're frequently asked about the idea of deciding something is true or not based on beyond a reasonable doubt, and how that is different from probably. The prosecution and the defense each get to strike 4 people from the jury. They don't say why they want that particular person off the jury, but they each are trying to leave only the people they think will be most sympathetic to their side. There's a whole art and science devoted to figuring out how juries work and how to pick the best people for your side. As people are struck off and dismissed, more people may be called up and asked the same questions until there's a group or panel of 8 jurors to hear the case. There may also be additional alternate jurors. Alternate jurors sit with the jury and hear and do everything the others do. However, they don't have a role in decision-making unless one of the regular jurors gets sick or has some other major reason they can't finish out the case. Having an alternate means the case can continue. Otherwise, if they lose a juror, the whole thing has to start over. Jury selection can seem like a long process, but it's an essential part of the court system's goal of a fair trial by someone's peers. It's also when the attorneys and jury begin to get to know each other and build a relationship. The attorneys will be testing people's responses to certain elements of the crime, and the jurors will already be deciding whether or not they like the attorneys and feel favorable toward their arguments.